Hello everybody, welcome back to PGA Tour 2K25. So, I've been leveling this guy up, the Sculptor, and I've actually been playing very good with him. He's at 64 right now. Because what I'm doing is any society that I play in, and the dailies and the pro weekly, I will play with another character to level them up, since my guy's max. As you can see here, I shot 11 under in the daily master, but that bullshit. It should have been 13 to 14 under. Literally the last two holes, I had two putts that broke left the entire way. I hit it perfect on the putt, and it stayed dead straight on 17 and 18. And I think there was one more putt that for some reason something weird happened. And then the pro, I shot 12. Oh no, sorry. So this one was, I should have shot 12 or 13 because of that. And this one happened on the same thing. This one should have been 15 under. But yeah. And then I did the weekly pro. I shot minus 41. And man, what sucks? Can I see my thing on here? I wanted to show you because I know it's pro event stats. Is that my stats, or is that just overall? Why is this taking so long? Yeah, here we go. So my final round. Why would it not show you your score? Here we go. 2 eagles, 12 birdies, no bogey. Like, so I shot. Oh, there it is. 16 under on the final round. You know what really sucks? Round 3, 5 under. Round 2, 8 under. Round 1, which is a decent round. I wasn't too happy with it. 12 under. But it was just like, I should have easily been like 50 under. But man, it just really sucks. So, with these, right now we're working towards the shoes. So we need 3 more events to get the stupid 25 VC, and then another 5. So 8 more events, and we'll finish this off. And then these are just points, which the points are very strange. I don't really get them, because I'll play awful. This is where we are right now. So, I mean, even here, we're not too far away from the finish line. But I'll play awful, and it'll be like minus 5 points. And then on another one, like I got in the top 1. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4. I've never had past 3. My mostly I get 2. For your little, like, where you're at rank-wise. But I got a 1 in the one I did yesterday because I shot 18 under. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. And then, so I got 25 merits. And then I got a 3 because I did awful in the other one. Because I do the pro and the master. I did awful in one of them. I think it was the master probably. It was minus 5 merits. But then I did really well and got 25 merits. So it's like, I don't think I will ever play bad enough to get under the Condor level. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I felt that. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever do bad enough to get under Condor because you get so many merits and you don't lose that many. Alright, Alright, so we need to be a little bit careful here because the wind I don't think is going to really take this that much, and it's downhill, so I don't know how much this is going to affect it. Man, I still don't have it. That's not a bad shot, though. Still didn't put it far enough to the left on the stick. So Valero, Texas Open. This is... I even pulled that. So this is the course where on career mode I did awful. Still made the cut. I haven't missed a cut yet. But I was over par for the 2 rounds. And the greens are insanely difficult. Still pulled it. Good God. How am I pulling it this bad?
Something went wrong there. Second shot here on hole number 2.
There we go. There we go. But yeah, so, and this being the master, I've got to really buckle down. So this pulling everything, and I opened that one, of course. I'm surprised I didn't go off the green, to be honest.
This one should be pretty straight to start off with, and then it goes a bit to the left.
All right.
And that's your birdie.
So got to be on, and unfortunately I'm a little bit pressed on time, so I might be rushing this a little bit. If I am, I apologize. All right, let's go to 5 like this. Oh, God damn it! At least I opened it a little bit that saved it, honestly, big time.
Yeah, nice work.
But yeah, these greens are so strange because when I was playing rounds 2 and 3. The putting just didn't make sense, alright? Just hit that one too hard.
All you gotta do is put that
like, I would have a 7-foot birdie putt, and you know, it was breaking a little bit, so I put it out like a foot, 1.5 feet, and then I miss it by a foot on the low side. I'm just like, how the hell is it breaking that much, you know? Shit. And this time I overcorrected right there. It's on the cart path at least.
Up here, just in the
Pitching wedge, so this tree shouldn't really be a problem. It's downhill, it's in the light rough, so that's not really going to matter too much. God damn it.
A little too much to the right.
We got on, but
safely on the green.
Doing very, very bad. I might need to just take a few practice swings.
This one looks like it's breaking to the left.
I hit it a little hard.
Oh, look at this thing.
Oh, never mind. It was perfect on speed.
I
did just finish my workouts, though, so that might be a big reason, honestly, why my swing is so off. Because I did play the daily ones right before this. Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, I got a perfect on my first practice swing, sure. And then pull open. Sure.
Yeah,
I have a suspicion your practice swings are more skewed to you hitting them very good. I had that suspicion in the previous game as well. Because it's like you'll be hitting it awful, but then your first practice swing is perfect. It's like,
all right, this one's from 14 feet away.
How?
Looks like this one will break a bit to the left.
See, and that's what I'm talking about with the greens being a little weird. Like, that was not really breaking all that much. And I thought I put it out a good amount, too. And it just dies left, right in the middle of the putt. There we go.
Nice done. You got some good contact there.
But I was watching, who was it, Respawn, if you ever heard of him. And he was testing, because he saw another YouTuber do it, so he wanted to test it himself. How much the push, pull, open, closed actually takes an effect. And, okay, I thought that was going to miss low again. I did open that 5 degrees. And he was testing it from certain distances and everything. And unless you're 6 degrees or more, there's almost no difference. You can hit it on putting. That's what I'm talking about, on putting.
Please, sir, may have a bounce to the right.
Okay, it stayed up.
That should do nicely.
Barely.
Here's a 17.
And yeah, so unless you're 6 degrees open, closed, or pull or push, it really has almost no effect on your putt at all. which is funny. And that's one of the things that, wow. And that's what I'm talking about. I was open and everything on that one, and it didn't even break. But every other putt on this course breaks a shit ton. But yeah, I think it was like,
our leader today.
it was testing out like a 7-foot putt, a 30-foot putt, stuff like that. And he was still making it, opening it like 3 degrees, 5 degrees, even 7 degrees was still making the putt sometimes. And even
I like that.
if he was open, closed, whatever, 9 degrees, it was only barely missing.
Second shot here
So it's
on
like,
hole number 8.
ooh, I would like to get close enough for a spinner, but the thing about where this pin is, if you can't carry it there, or I don't know, fuck it. I was gonna say I'm not hitting it well anyway, so it's not like I'm gonna be able to. Oh God, really? I was gonna say it's not like I'm gonna be able to really bunker. No, that got on. It got through a little bit. Make sure that I get into the middle of the fairway.
This one's breaking pretty hard to the left.
Ah. Wow, really?
This one's a 7.
That's one weird thing too I've been noticing. My rhythm hasn't been off. Like it's normally really good. It's like maybe plus 2 or something, not 2%, but 0.2 or something like that. But recently, when I've had a plus like 0.2 or something like that, I've been going past the hole by like 7 feet. I'm wondering if they adjusted something there. It'd be really weird if they did, considering, damn it, it's a big ass ball. Considering a lot of people are actually having problems with the rhythm and putting. Don't roll out too much. Okay.
Hey, I'm liking that one. Nice chip.
Yeah, not doing well. Where I'm just having problems with the swing for some reason. And it's funny because I play the sculptor, and I really don't have that much problem for some reason. I don't know why I have so many problems recently with my main dude that I've been playing the entirety of the game with. It's very strange.
And there we go. Nice little approach shot. And this is your look at.
Because like I was doing really well with him.
Slight break, if any, to the right on this one.
And all of a sudden, I think it really started last week.
And after that one, you bring
I cannot get my swing down. I just cannot do it.
All right, let's see what happens.
But then I'll play the sculptor, and you know, all of a sudden, it's perfectly fine. All right, that actually helped me with the pull in the open. Light rough, but it's fine. This is a tough hole to make sure it's in the fairway when you have a more leveled up character, because you can hit it a little bit further.
Yeah, this one might be a bit much out of the rough.
I knew that was going to run, but I couldn't risk keeping it low, you know.
This one's a 21-footer. This one's going hard.
Because my sculptor hits it.
Yikes,
Damn.
that went right by. This one's for par.
My sculptor is like 280 or 281 with the driver, and this guy's 286, so he's only 5 yards further. But with that hole, I can hit driver. God damn it. I can hit driver fully with the sculptor and have it stay in the fairway. But with this guy, I'd be like 20 yards past it, even though it's only a 5-yard difference.
Okay.
Oh wow, that stopped very quickly.
14-footer. That one drops for your 4th birdie of the day. I'm liking that.
If I could get to 8 under for this round, I'd be very, very happy, considering my swing is awful right now.
And here we go, 13th hole, and it's a par 3.
It's downhill 11, so 228. You're looking at a 2 at 17. The wind's not really helping. So we'll go with this one. Yeah, we're going to be long if we hit it good no matter what. And we're a little open, so it might...
Solid contact.
Yeah, okay. Not as long as I thought we would be, but that, I think, is because of the choke that managed to stop a little bit.
Going down the slope, breaking right to left. Well, this one's looking okay.
Awesome. That's a great birdie on a pretty long par 3.
What a putt. And after that one, you're bringing your score down to 5 under. Careful out there, the wind's blowing right to left.
And man, playing the pro, I gotta say that final hole on this course,
okay, this is about
par 5,
yards
and I parred it 3 out of the 4 times. I only birdied it on the final round. Alright, this one's downhill, but the wind's hurting a good bit, so. Oh, okay, that was perfect. Never mind. It just flew right because of my lie. Damn, I didn't think it was gonna be that long.
Good one.
I didn't think it was gonna land past the hole.
This is a doozy. This is not for the faint of heart. This putt. Hopefully.
I think underswung. Oh, but still got it there. Not underswung, but the rhythm was a little slow.
How did that go down? How did you do that? That's worthy of a replay.
But yeah, so Valero. What is this course? TPC San Antonio. Barely went in the right side. I got lucky. Needed it though. I mean, we really needed it.
And we have a 1-stroke lead for our leader at the moment.
TPC, yeah, San Antonio, man, that's a tough course.
And now the par 4, 15.
Even in the video game. Alright, we'll take that. Yeah.
This is clocking in at around 170 yards.
170, it's uphill 5 yards. Do I hit a straight 8? The wind is just the tiniest bit into. I think we'll go 7 choked. Take a little off of it. Hit it perfect. It's going to be right at the pin.
Yep,
I was still a little bit short. A full choked would have worked perfectly.
Yeah, I think this one's...
I'm going to miss on the low side. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Even though it's open 7 degrees.
Good luck here. This is
I knew I was going to, though. It's one of those things where I just did not want to give it any more than what I already was for some reason.
At the moment. Okay, I have a good tee shot here now on the 16th.
Oh, I hate this hole when the pin is... I hate this hole. Flat. Pin, wind's just going a little right. Tiny bit into the helping. If you're not on... Yeah, I was going to say, if you're not on your swing on this hole... I was going to say you're not on the green, but that somehow stayed on, so I'll take it.
20 feet to the hole from here. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left.
Oh.
Getting there. Well done.
Just had a little bit too much break. I did think, I was like, if this is a normal course, I have way too much break on this. But then I was like, oh yeah, this hole, no. I'm just going to hit this little 3-wood. Because whenever I go driver and just try to get it as close as I can, I screw myself. I'm always in a bunker or the heavy rough, and it's insanely tough to get it close when you can't spin it. Yeah, I was gonna say that should hit the top and bounce. What a great spinner. Like this hole, I think I only birdied maybe twice, and it's almost drivable. And it's because I would hit driver every time to try and get as much out of it, go in that bunker, and the pin's just in a bad location. If you can't spin the ball, And again, I wasn't on this character, so I wasn't. I didn't have the pick shot, and I didn't have a lot of things. A little pull. Okay.
Good job.
No, it's not really a little pull, but from here, this pitch should actually be perfect because it's going to hit on that upslope. It's uphill. The wind's slightly into, but it really won't affect the shot, I don't think.
Nice shot into this green. Good work.
So
Now this from
par
5
first 3 rounds on pro, birdie at the first round on master. 2-shot worse on master, but that's honestly not that bad. PlayStation we're tied 66 overall, probably like 350th.
Hopefully we'll see you again around here real soon though.
Let's see where we are overall. 110th. Really? There's no way. Because there were just PlayStation people on there, so that's kind of weird. Because 110th,
Hello there, my name is John McCarthy,
at
and I want to welcome
9
you to
under.
PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get this in gear.
Honestly
forward
is
to see how you stack up against
very
all
good.
those other players in this ranked tour event. Let's get this going.
Yeah. See, hopefully we can have. Oh God, I was gonna say. Hopefully we can have a much better driving and approach game, but I think I'm in the exact
Setting
same
up here in
spot.
the rough, and it's a deep lie. No.
It's going to the right,
ways
but
about it.
the wind's going to the left, and the wind usually affects it way more than the lie. Again, this is downhill. Take this and just take a lot off of it. God damn it, pull closed. All right,
That'll do for the
I mean,
approach.
from where we were, again, I'll take it.
Lining up for the 13-foot putt. I think this one's going left to right.
Boom, birdie the first again.
All right, 9 under is your score. That wind is going right to left out there.
Yes, it is. A little pull, but I'll take the pull versus a push. Never mind.
Shot.
I was gonna say I'll take a pull versus
What
a
are you
push
thinking?
just
What are you thinking out
because
of this fairway bunker? Let's see what you
of
got.
the shot I hit, but. Oh, are you kidding me? It's because I pushed it. I moved it to the right.
This is your 3rd shot.
God. Damn it.
Wow, you really cranked it out of that bunker. Well done.
Damn it, man. Spinner does not work here. Full pitch, on a slight up slope, or on a down slope. Let's hit a full pitch.
Yeah, that'll work.
I didn't roll
Nice
out quite as
approach.
much as I would have
Here's a putt from
liked.
17
I don't know
feet
why I
out.
thought I was going to roll out so much.
This one looks like it's going uphill and to the right.
Alright, we par.
The putt drops. That's
I'll
gonna
take a
be
par
right
after
there. Nice
being in the same bunker twice.
Okay, after that one, you're sitting right there at 10 under.
But par 5 always hurts to par, especially one that
Third
is
hole, par 3.
reachable. I think that one's reachable. Wind's slightly helping, downhill a little bit. It's 7-iron, so we'll just hit this full. Pull it and then open it so that it's way right.
This
Want to make sure we don't birdie
is
too
daunting,
many.
to say the least. Hopefully we can this. Looks like you got a line on
What the
this.
hell?
Okay, just a few
Okay.
more inches to go.
And see, that's what I was talking about with the greens are so weird
10 under after that one.
because the beads were not going nearly fast enough
All right.
to
Here we go.
warrant
Par four.
that kind of, like, it broke, I want to say, like 5 feet, maybe 6 feet. And it was very
Good
strange.
off the tee.
Like, the beads were still in the green, as if, like, there wasn't much break at all. But, as you can see, there was. Okay. I was like, man, I pushed the hell out of that.
Nice approach, pin high. That's where we like it. And about 5 feet to go.
Alright.
And our
Get a
current
birdie.
leader is up by a stroke on the rest of the field. Let's see what we can do here on the 5th.
This one I take driver because I want to try and get into a position where I can hit a
Ooh, that
spinner.
drive had some must in it.
Wow, that
All right,
rolled
good
out
course. We're just
an
in the
incredible
first cut
amount.
here.
Ooh, this is too close for a spinner. Damn it. I mean, we need it to barely get to that slope, otherwise it's going to roll a mile. I feel like we did a very good job of that. Yeah, that was a great shot.
That would have been sweet. Oh,
Alright.
yeah, well done. Back-to-back birdies.
You know what I
Our
just...
leader
well,
currently
it would be a
one
bad idea to do it, but I was like, I
stroke
wonder
above
if we
the
could power
rest.
drive that and actually get it on.
Par 4 here on the 6th. A good drive.
But, oh god. But it would be a very bad idea because
We're in the deep stuff. You might need a
you don't want to go like
club or
into a
two
really bad position.
extra
You know?
on this shot.
Gonna hit this one. Pretty flat lie. Green's going to the left, so pulled it. Not a. Never
Nice
mind.
approach.
I say not a bad shot, but
Lining this one up at 21
I said these
feet.
greens are so weird. If you don't
This one
calculate every
starts
little
off pretty
thing or
straight,
just hit it perfect
then
every
should
time,
turn to the left.
never went right. It was breaking right at my feet.
And
Never
one
did
par.
it. Never went right.
All right,
Instead, it
let's
only
get to
took the
next.
break that was slightly
Par
going
after
to the
that
left.
hole.
As normally, if you have a
Wind
break at your
blowing in
feet,
our
it
face
affects
on
it a
this
good
one.
bit, but just never did anything. Went into us, and it's a little bit uphill. Take a 4. Take a full 4 choked. That way, if it's too far, it hits that slope. No, it's perfect. Almost
This
in the
is
hole.
Nice. We'll have that. All right, sink this.
I'm
and
still
that'll be
also
for
adjusting to
nice stroke on that one. That was
how
very
much
pretty
the
up there.
wind does affect the shot, because like I said, I'm 90% sure it affects it.
And now the 8th hole. We had a par 5
A
on
third, probably a third more than 23.
Nice.
Like, I am not used to a 10 mile an hour wind, and you just not being able to, or not being able to, but having to hit basically 15 yards extra with a wedge to get it there. I'm pretty sure in 23 you didn't need all that extra.
This one's about 7 feet away. Well
Ooh.
done out there. That's your fifth.
All right, we get it to
birdie
5,
of the
5
day.
under through 8. Let's see if we can get it
After
to
that one,
6,
your
and
current score.
I'm not gonna say have a
there,
cushion
well,
for the back
14
nine,
under par.
because we will not. But because like I said, my
That was a
goal
nice
is for
Okay, hole number 9, shot number
for
2.
each
Let's see what you
round
got.
on master, uphill a little bit, take a choked approach with the 7. Stay on. No. My goal is always
That's all right,
10,
though.
10 under. Ran that one by a little bit.
Okay, this to save our par. Let's do this.
Really
That
a
was
7,
tough.
7
A
open.
little bit too hard on that one.
No, it was just open.
And
That's
the
a
putt
bogey.
drops.
Damn it.
And the person on top
And
is,
we went
leading
from
by
6
a
to
stroke
5
at
through
the
9.
moment.
So
And now let's see what happens here on the 10th.
wow, I really thought I had that
Well, that was
follow
too bad.
through pretty close to just dead in the middle, and it was somehow way right. That was weird. Oh yeah, something I wanted
Bottom of the
to
rough. Not sure
tell you
yet.
guys.
Caught enough of the ball.
When I was doing a daily
To the
master,
greenside sand. Looking for an up and down here.
or daily whatever, something daily.
Beautiful. Putters coming out. That's all I care.
My first, I wanna
Okay,
say-
this one for par. And as we look at the leaderboard,
2
the
holes.
current leader is leading by a stroke.
I would hit the shot, and then you know the shot feedback on the right. It was showing the bottom like go out of control. So I missed my first 2 putts on the first 2 holes because it was like
Heading to the fairway.
10 degrees open, closed, or whatever the hell it is on the
Setting
backswing.
up here about 105.
Like, it fixed itself, but I don't know. Something was going on with the game. It wasn't my controller. Because, like I said, it just stopped doing it. It was very strange. This might go too far. Oh, it's pushed anyway. Yeah, it was a little
You'll
too
be all
far.
right there.
It was so strange, and I was like, what's going on? I thought it was my controller at first, and I was like, no, I don't want to have to buy a new controller because they're so expensive. What a fucking putt.
That'll
go down.
Needed after that stupid bogey. But yeah, it was so weird. It was like I couldn't replicate it
Sitting at
if I
14
tried.
under par
Like,
for
it
that
was
hole.
so out of whack. It was just weird.
Okay.
Like,
on to
my
the
my
12th
shot tee shots were actually fine. I think it messed up one of them slightly. But the putts,
Just
you
launched
couldn't
out.
make one unless it was a
Fairway
tap in.
broken.
It was just
And
screwing
this
it up so
one
much.
is
It was
around
so
80 yards
strange.
From the pin.
I wish I would have recorded it because it was just weird. Oh, come on. How do you
Heading
push that?
towards that bunker. Okay, let's get out of this bunker. Oh, just filleted that. out of
Such
the
an
bunker.
easy shot,
Very,
too. It was just a
very
partial wedge.
one stroke lead for our leader today.
Still only
On this
5
one,
under
the
for the
wind
round,
is
too.
picked up. It's going
We were
left to right.
9. How are we only 5 under? I only made one bogey, which had us at 5 under, and I just made a birdie. What? No, not leaderboard. Scorecard. Oh no, I was only 4 under on the front. Oh. Alright, well, we gotta do some work on this back 9. Alright. Downhill 11. With our draw, the wind hurts it, so it should take off yardage. Unfortunately, it was open by almost 3.
And for an astonishing 15 under par
Wait,
for the
right.
day.
It's not 15 under on the day, buddy. I wish it was. 15 under through 11 holes.
3 feet to go.
Be insane.
And our leader currently has a 1-stroke advantage on the field. Looks like we're ready to go here on the 14th.
Alright, closed it.
Oh man, that was just strike.
I just didn't want it open because I knew it would be in the woods.
Okay, we're around the 230-yard area from here.
230 is downhill 5, so we're already going right here. With that wind, we're going back to the 4. I'm going to go with a choked. Hit it perfect. And it's right. Still right.
Setting up here now
Damn
for
it.
our third shot.
Get a birdie. Ooh, almost eagled it.
Nice
I've
work.
got to say, though, I think
Number 7
only
today.
one.
And
Playing
that
with the
hole looks
sculptor, like I said, I don't have the
15
pick.
under is where you sit.
Only one time did I not get up and down from a bunker
Teeing off
with
now
without the
on par
pick. So
4.
it's like, if God damn it, if the hole, you know,
All right, time to get out of the bunker. Let's do
isn't
this.
one of those crazy ones where, oh come on,
This might
how am I
find
pushing
some
it
rough.
so far to the right? I don't understand. And I suck at these, let me tell you. Look at that. Oh, I thought it was going to be in the bunker.
If you drop this, you could save par.
Yeah, need it, but probably won't happen. I drop insane
This one's on the
putts, but
line. All
yeah,
right, let's
another bogey.
tap this in and move
only
to the
still
next.
only 5 under. Wow.
All right, let's take a look at the scorecard of that one.
But
14
yeah,
under
like unless
for
it's
that
one of those where the pin is only like
Next
3
up
feet
is
onto the green,
16th hole. This one's a par 3.
and you're in that like if the pin was here and you're right there, like those are the only times where you absolutely need the pick shot, really. Otherwise, you can eat pretty easily as long as you know what you're doing. Get up and down.
Right on the approach here.
Still got on, and actually it's a really good shot.
There you go.
Still got
That's
up and
what you
down
want.
from the bunker.
Here we go. Birdie putt.
Okay.
Great way to
I was gonna
finish
say,
that.
there's
Nice
no
birdie on this
way
one after that bogey
that
allowed.
breaks more than what I put it out.
And after that
It
one,
was
we're at
barely
6 under.
breaking, and I pushed it
And
7
now for the
degrees
par
almost.
4 is 17.
3 wood. See where that pin is? I want a more full shot.
Swinging like silk.
because a spinner on this left side is barely going to get over, and it might not. Versus you need to be on the right side, which is too difficult of a side to try and stay on. Goddamn fucking open.
Nice stroke. We're on the green. Good luck.
I wanted a full
This one
shot,
we've
but
got 16 feet.
all right.
That was
The putting has been good. It's just
Our leader currently
not
has a
reading
one-stroke
them
advantage on the field.
perfectly.
And now to 18. This one's a par 5.
18. Alright, I was making sure I didn't push that thing. 18, honestly one of the hardest par 5s, in my opinion. Again, like, you would love to be over here, but I don't. Is it worth it? If I push it, it's in here. So we're just gonna go over here, I think. Do a little choked one, bring it back. Oh shit! Pulled it. All right, we're good. Because like I said, I would love to be able to do a spinner. This really isn't the ideal spot to do a spinner because you don't have very much landing area. Ooh, a little pass.
Lining up an 8-foot putt.
All right.
Okay, you dropped the
I mean, we managed to birdie the last 3, but it's only an 8 under, one worse than the first round.
And as we wind down here, 17 under par for you.
Yeah.
And with that,
Tied
I will let you
63rd
go.
again
Thank you very
on
much for the round of golf. I had a
PlayStation.
good amount of fun. Hopefully you did too.
Then for overall, probably even worse than we were. Yeah, 127. So we dropped 9 shots. No, we dropped 11 shots because we were 116. Yeah, that sucks. I'm gonna try to do 12-12 for this one. For the last 2, but we'll see.
First of all, welcome to the nature.
If I can't fix my drive and approaches, yeah, I mean, it's not going to happen.
I got good vibes about the day. I think we had good things ahead. Today
Good
we
things
are
ahead.
playing out of Bayer County, Texas.
Texas.
This one up at the,
Pull open. I was going to say it's going to probably be a little short, but that was a good thing.
Under par as you,
Birdied the first hole 3 out of 3 so far.
I like to see. Let's keep
Even
this
though
going.
2 of my tee shots have
Right
been
to
just
left cross
awful.
breeze going on this hole.
This is the hole, though, where... There we go. There's your perfect.
Beautiful swing.
Where I have not hit a good tee shot yet, except for this one.
Yards on the ground. Let's see it go. And second shot here on the second hole.
Because I actually think I eagled this twice. In the pro, because I was able to get on it. Damn it. I was able to get on it twice.
Nice up and down out of this green side
Yeah, we'll get
bunker.
ourselves a nice up and down.
Wonderfully played sand shot. That's how you do it. And after that hole, you are currently 17 under par.
But another thing, so
Let's see what happens here on the third hole.
let's see. It's not really downhill, not even a yard. But the wind is into us. We have a 6 iron. Let's take a 5 and choke it. Ah, pulled it. I was gonna say I'm gonna try not to go right. Oh, that was too much. Okay, that's interesting.
You have a
I know the
very
wind doesn't affect the
long
chokes
putt.
as much,
This one's going hard to the right.
but I feel like it should have affected it a little bit more than that. Wow. Wow, it took way too
There you
much
go.
off of that.
Nothing wrong with that putt. And for the par,
Stuff is going to be really light, especially the non-golf content. Over, I don't know, probably the whole summer,
okay,
spring and
longer
summer.
Par 4 on this
Um,
hole.
Because I'm really trying to play a lot more this year, play a lot more tournaments.
Okay, second shot here on the fourth.
I just signed up for a match play.
Wanna go too far on
And
this one. The green slopes away
How
from
is
us
this
around that pin.
not uphill? I guess it's a little light rough, so it's not going to affect it too much. We'll go with the choked because, like I said, it just did not affect it on that wind. Yeah, that good idea. I just aimed it too
And
far
for
right.
22
The
feet
the
up.
lie just didn't do
So it's
much.
going downhill, and I think
Going left, going right at the end. Definitely going left more.
This one's looking decent.
Come on.
Continues
Come
to
on.
look good.
See, I feel like it should have started coming back a lot sooner than that. It didn't start coming back until like the last 3 feet, I feel like.
And it looks like our leader is ahead by 3.
But I signed up for a match play, so tomorrow I'm going to be playing the...
And we've got a par.
It's like the round to... I don't know, you play a round,
Smash that
and then the next 3 weeks is your matches. If you win, of course, the next 3 weeks are your matches. I don't think I can do a pick. Yeah. I mean, I could, but yeah, they don't go very far. So this is going to be a splash. And where are we at? It's going to go a little bit left. So aim over here, about right there, probably. Come on. Almost drivable. This hole was drivable today. Got to make a birdie. Wow, that did not run as much as I thought. I can barely see this break in the beginning.
This one seems to be tilting left to right.
All right, got it.
Nice job. That's the birdie.
But yeah, so tomorrow I'll play my play. It's like a placement match or something. I don't know. And then you play your first match.
This hole, we got a tailwind blowing with
the middle of April, I think. Then I have another tournament I'm playing in end of April. In the beginning of May, I'm playing in another tournament.
And here's our second shot on the 6th.
Alright, this is how far we can go back. It's downhill. It's gonna run a little bit. The wind's going to the right, so that's definitely gonna affect it more. Of course I open it on this tiny wedge shot. It's fine, but again, tiny wedge shot and I'm opening it like crazy. And then I've also, like I said, or mentioned previously, implemented about an hour of workouts Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Which Saturday and Sunday are the times that I game, and the days that I play golf. Friday's a golf day as well. That might be a good thing, actually. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's... Wow. That, I mean, it wasn't even a bad shot.
All right, we're getting there.
Really unfortunate with the way the greens are. Ooh, but a marvelous chip.
Pretty good with the chipper there.
But yeah, an hour of workouts. The last like 10 minutes consist of literally just swing workouts. You know, making sure I'm able to keep that big rotation, or you know, maintain a nice fast rotation and everything. And then the second one is literally just gaining some swing speed. And I mean, it's working. It's definitely working. I can say that. Do I do this? Like, alright. So, if I lay up, what is this, 230? If I lay up to 230, and it's obviously going to go further than that, so let's just say 240, 60. Okay. So, if I lay up with this and it stays in the fairway, I might be able to get a spinner on it. Now, if you open it 10 degrees, you're not going to stay in the fairway, and you're going to be behind two big-ass trees, which is what we wanted. We can't make it easy on ourselves, so. Wow, I got through the second tree. I never even touched. Never even touched the second tree. I might have to super flop this. Oh, that was actually really good. I need another club.
This one starts off straight enough.
And, you know, that just shows you no layups. You know, no layups. I laid up there and was behind two trees. So it's just, you know, no layups is the moral of this story.
Teeing up now on hole number 9.
Actually, I was cracking the guys up when I was playing a couple weeks ago.
All right, this shot
and
50 yards out.
I was in trees. Had to play a punch with a 4 hybrid to get it to about 170. I only needed 170. Uphill 3 yards, so it's playing 151. Wind's not going much. So right there. What a really good strike, but it stayed right for some reason. I never came back with the draw. Really? Basically the middle of that front green and it comes all the way off. Fuck you.
Oh, that chip was rough.
And I only had, I could only, you know, I only had a 5 feet, 5 foot, like, I could only keep it in the air for 5 feet. Or my height could only be up to 5 feet the entirety. Or else it's going to either hit a tree or just hit the ground and not go anywhere. And I was telling the guys, I was like, alright, so what's the smart thing here? You know, you chip it out over there, you have a shot to the green and everything. I said, but what are we going to do? I'm like, we're going for it. There's no layups. And I went for it, and it was an amazing shot. Went into the bunker, that was green side, which is fine. And then I hit it from the bunker to about 8 inches, tap in par. It's like, you know, that's what you do.
This putt's around 11 feet out.
And I kind of justified it as,
Putt appears to be online. That shot
if I were to have hit out, because the par 5, 644 yards, 41 yards from my tees. And this was my third shot because I had to play out on my second shot and went into the woods again. But it was a hard layup for the or not layup, but play out because you had to cut it, and I can't cut things, so it just went dead straight. With that wind, we'll go about right there, because this is light rough. Yeah,
that was good.
I was worried it was gonna be even further than that.
For the birdie. This one's breaking left to right.
But I kind of justified it as like, oh my god, 8 degrees open? Screw you. I find that the top with the putt is so difficult for me to get straight.
And this one's a par 4.
As like, because if I were to have just punched it out, I still would have had a 9 or 8 iron in, depending on, you know, what I did. Uphill, almost 6 yards, but with that wind, I think we can just hit this full, and let's hope it doesn't come all the way back, because it needs to get past, nope. I was going to say it needs to get past that. How did the wind not take it? I don't know.
Okay, 40 feet from the cup.
I feel like that wind, because if I would have played a wedge, and the wind was into me, it would have taken off like 10, 12 yards on that wedge. And it did not. I know it was uphill. Damn, I just hit it too hard. I know it was uphill.
Let's see what you can do.
But it didn't give me even an extra yard.
And the person on top is leading
But
by a
I mean, it was 6 yards. I still feel like it should have given me a little bit, you know.
And wind will be a factor on
Anyway.
this. One's blowing right into our
Right
face.
into us. 11 yards. Go choke. Let's see how much it affects it. Perfect. Wow. All perfects. Oh, I just rolled out. Should have taken it back a little. Well, I couldn't
Here's
actually
our
with it because I
second shot
choked
on
it.
the 13th.
Really difficult because you can't really go too far. It's going to run. That might even... Okay.
Nice chip. Fantastic. You're
I'm
gonna
fine with
wanna
par on this
sink
hole.
this
It's
one
really
with
long.
this to save your par.
But yeah, and I would have had, you know,
The current leader is leading
Oh,
by a stroke.
a shot.
Next.
If I don't pull off the outs and get it all the way to the bunker. If I don't pull it off,
We're in the
I'm
big,
screwed.
Thick, deep rough here.
What the?
He's heading for some trouble.
I
Okay,
just don't
from
know.
the
I don't
sand.
understand. Well, that actually works out. It's not uphill, but into the wind and from the sand. Like,
Ooh,
that's
I think
still
we got fire
almost
out of this sand.
too far to the right on the
Setting
thing.
up a 12-foot
Come on,
putt
give me
here.
a birdie.
This one's
I've been...
going to the left.
No.
Oh my.
And it's not even too hard. It just didn't
All right,
break.
par putt. And with that, we
Damn,
will
that's
move
4 in a
on
row
to
and
the
1 on a
next.
par 5. That's awful.
And our leader.
And like I
currently
said, I was trying to get to
by
12 on
one
this round
stroke.
and just stalled.
Let's see what
but-
happens on the 15th hole of this course.
Alright.
Looks like this tee shot's
That
going in
one
for
works.
safe landing.
But yeah, I was just weighing my
Shot
pros
around
and my
about
cons, and
45 yards from the pin.
for me, not for everybody.
This approach, you gotta be
For me, the
careful.
pros outweigh the
Got down
cons
slow.
because I
And
knew
this one could get away from you.
that if I pulled it
Safely on
off,
the green.
I'll gain a
See how you
stroke
do with this
versus
13-foot
if
putt.
I laid up and pulled it
I think
off.
it's breaking to the left.
What the hell, man?
All right,
I
so
mean,
this
it
is
was
tap.
going right in the middle and just fucking died at the
Tap in.
hole.
Our leader is currently one
Um,
stroke above the rest.
Getting a 9 or an 8 iron,
And the wind
as
is
close as I
excellent.
got
You
my
a tailwind
my
to
bunker
deal with.
shot was, 10 times harder. Let's just hit this one high and take it back. Oh fuck! I pushed it. I didn't even.
Heading right.
I'm in the bunker right next to the green.
Second shot on the 16th.
I haven't been in this bunker. This is the 7th round I've played here, and this is the first time I'm in this bunker. Wow, what a shot!
Ooh, with the touch out of the bunker. Well done.
Damn, I just can't make a birdie anymore.
Has a one
Like, my
stroke
swing was doing really well for most of the front 9, and then it's just
Okay, now
fallen
onto the par
off
four,
all of a sudden.
17th.
I can hit driver, and I think still get... Oh, it's downhill. Let's hit driver, just take some off of it.
That'll work.
Yeah, I can still hit a spinner from here. Get in. Oh, hits the pin. Finally get a birdie.
This one in, and let's move on.
Oh,
And our leader currently
like,
has a
it's funny
one-stroke
because
advantage on
the
field.
course is scoreable in
Here
certain
we
areas,
go.
but it's
We've made it to
very, very
18,
difficult
and this is a par 5.
in others if you're just slightly off. Like, this is in the rough. I hit it perfect.
Okay, we're in the deep rough.
I just aimed it,
Careful.
didn't aim it correctly. I aimed it just a few yards too far to the right.
Okay, nice.
So I was trying to get as much
Now,
distance as I
let us
could.
Set our sights on the green.
Ooh, does this get all the way up there? It does with this. I pulled it. But opened at 6. That's going to be
That's
short.
safe.
Yeah.
Okay, 18 feet to the cup.
See, and alright, let's look at these beads real quick. It's breaking almost the exact same amount, I feel like, but I think the beginning of this does more than the end. So I'm going to put it a little bit over there. It's uphill. Let's see. A little open. Yeah,
That was
I knew
almost
it.
in.
It was pretty much a dead straight putt. Like I said, unless you're about 5.5 degrees open close, push pulled. Off round, by the way, only 6 under.
And with
We're
that,
getting worse every
I
time.
must leave you.
We did
I
8.76.
out there with you today. Thanks for a great
Oh no, we
ride.
did 9.86. So, but unless you're 5.5 degrees either way, it really doesn't affect your putt. So that one was pretty much a straight in putt, which, hard to say. Let's try to get it to in the 30s, 30 some under. I would like to be this to be my best round, just like it was in pro.
John McCarthy, pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25.
Oh God, not expecting to be nearly as good as it was on pro, but I just would like this to be my best round.
Got good feelings from the golf gods. I think you're
Oh,
gonna do
yeah.
well out there. Let's
I'd
do
like
this.
to, but
Okay, this one's about 110 yards out.
with my swing, good God, a 5-degree pull.
Oh, yeah.
With my
This
swing
thing
right
goes all
now,
day.
I don't know. I cannot get it straight. And it's like, I would play with the sculptor, to be honest.
that was
Really.
supposed to be a
Fuck
birdie.
you. That's the first time we did not birdie this hole, and we were in the fairway. In the heavy rough left, first 2 days, birdie. Decent on the second
Picked
one,
up here
or
from
third
right to
round,
left.
birdie. Absolutely perfect on the fourth round, par.
That was a drive. Wow. I can still hear the echo.
But
Okay,
I would
second shot
use
here
my
on the
sculptor,
second.
and honestly, I think I probably should have for this one, simply for the fact,
You must be
ooh,
feeling
pulled
lucky.
the
Take
shit
a
out of that.
driver off the turf.
Simply for the fact that I've played this
Okay,
round 4
greenside
times,
sand. Let's see what you
and
have.
from what, everything I see, what this guy has and what the sculptor doesn't have doesn't really come into play. Because I have the spinner, I have the choked tee shot, I don't have the choked approach, and I don't have the pick shot with my other guy. I don't have driver off the deck, but you just saw, I shouldn't have even used it. So it's like the shots that, it's not good. The shots that I don't have with the sculptor, I really don't need to use on this course. Damn.
Oh my goodness, killing me here. Just killing me.
And if I'm playing better with him, like, you know, so far I've still shot my worst round on pro with the sculptor, which was the 5 under. But that was one of those weird rounds where it's like no putt was going in. The putting was so weird that round for some reason. And, you know, I had a 15 under, I had an 11 under, but then I also had like a 7 and a 5. So,
okay, here's our third shot.
I think this runs up there, right? Yeah.
Okay, you've got this one for par.
Oh, I thought this was a par 5. The wind was just into us the entire time, so it's really long.
One stroke lead for our leader at the moment.
And then I played the daily and the master today, and
Here, this is a short par 4.
did pretty darn well. Damn, just pushed it into the bunker. Wow, why is the bunker in the middle like just so like it's deep as a motherfucker? I carried it too far. Yeah, just a little bit, few yards.
Lining up for a 9-foot putt here. Looking pretty good.
Even the putting, I have the main greenskeeper or greensman, whatever it is, and then 2 more.
Leading by a stroke at the moment. Okay, careful out there. We got a tailwind. Would you look at the
Distance is a little less, but again, with all the par 5s, I think I can get on 1, and I got on it with the sculptor. All the others I can't get on anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Nothing wrong with that.
Opened it.
On the green. Well,
So you know, in hindsight, you know, really no. 5 degrees open, everything was going to the right at the end, went dead straight. I mean, you can't do anything. It's not my fault. They just fucked on developing the green. Thank you, guys. I hate that. That's 6 shots over the course of 3 rounds that I've lost to the greens just not doing what they say. Damn it. I know I pulled it.
Good luck here. I would love to see you.
I mean, hindsight is like, yeah, I should have done this, but
this one's got a pretty hard break.
once you start,
right.
can't really go back. Man, it's a great putt.
Right by. And as we look at the leaderboard,
It was a great putt.
current leader is leading by a stroke. And this is the 8th hole. We got a par 5. I think this one's fairway bound.
Ooh. Okay, well. Made that decision pretty easy. And like I said, you know, this one you can't really go for unless you do DOD. 18, if you go for that one, you're just a madman. Oh, I was going to say get up. That was going to be short.
And here we go.
The first par 5, I think, is the only one you can actually not get on reliably into, but you have the distance to get on into, even if you're a shorter hitter. What is that?
Yeah, that'll play. Okay, about, I'd say 185 or so to the pin from here.
Damn these fucking pulls. Wow, I did not think about that. It was a tough one. It's a
got an uphill putt here, moving to the right.
It's uphill. You don't want to hit a big club. Oh,
it's
God.
going right by.
A big club into it because you know it's not going to stop and it's going to roll off the back. There's no room. You know, there's no green to work with if it rolls off the back. And, you know, if it's on the fringe, fine. But it's in the rough. No green to work with. You have to hit a dinky little chip.
Okay, the lengthy par 4. This one's about 130 yards out.
130, pitching wedge, wind. Fucking damn these fucking
Come on,
poles.
give us a kick to the right. All right, here's a 22-footer. This one's breaking to the right. It's also downhill.
Look, how in the
Almost had
hell
that
was it
birdie
breaking that
there.
much? I think I put it out like 7 feet. 6 feet maybe.
Currently ahead by
The
1 stroke.
beads weren't moving.
And here we
Hardly
go
any.
with
I only put it out that
number
much
11.
because
We got a par 4.
it was consistently moving.
Just sheer
The whole
terror
way.
off the
Damn
club
it.
face there. Powerful drive. All right, we're in the rough. It's a bad scene in this rough, too. It's
Oh, I
a
know.
bad lie.
Trust me, I know.
And a nice easy fade on this one.
Got it
So
to
you
the
get the
top.
right pace on this one. It is extremely long. This one looks like it's going to the right and downhill a bit.
Yeah, I mean, that was just impossible, really.
A little too hard.
It wasn't too hard at all. It's actually pin high. It was just an impossible putt. I mean, but I put myself in a stupid situation off the tee, you know.
Leader currently has a 1-stroke advantage on the field. We got a left to right cross breeze on this hole.
Jesus. No,
Oh, that's no good.
somehow
Okay,
worked
second
out.
shot here on the 12th. Solid approach there, pin high. 6 feet to the cup. Our leader currently has a 1-stroke advantage on the field. Okay, par 3, 13th hole.
3 iron. I think we're good to hit this. Not if you pull it.
Yep, that was a good swing. Well done.
Oh, somehow it's still on the green.
Here we go. This one for birdie. This one's going left to right. Pretty hard break too. Oh, this one's starting out okay.
Oh, just didn't hit it.
Oh, it doesn't go down. Oh no. All right, and as that putt drops, let's take a peek at the scorecard, shall we?
Just didn't hit it. All right.
And
We need
walking in at
my
4
goal.
under
I
par
need
at the
4 more
moment.
birdies.
And here comes hole number 14 at us.
Pushed it.
Come on, hold on to that fairway for us.
Of course not.
Okay, we just barely made it into this first cut of rough. That shouldn't be too
Par
bad.
5. Yeah, it's a light rough. I'm still gonna go for it. Almost perfect. Pulled it a lot, but what are you gonna do? You know. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I was gonna say, where's my pick? Screw it. I tried to over it by a little bit. I did. All right.
Onto the green. No
Oh,
worries
God.
from here on out, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like these
8
short
here in front of us.
putts. How in the
Oh,
8
man.
degrees open? Okay. I was gonna say, how in
Just
the
check
hell
the
is it going that far right? But
And we have a 1-stroke lead for our leader.
that par 5 you can get to. I didn't.
Okay,
Don't
on
even
to
think of
number
that one.
15. This one's a par 4.
Oh.
Oh, this one's dropping fairway for sure.
I just can't get that drive down. I
We've
can't
got
get my
about
approach
120
shot
yards
down.
to get to that pin from here.
There we go.
Well done. That's another green in regulation. This one's 10 feet away.
Like, you know, most
There,
most
you're in
greens
there. Nicely done.
have some flat areas on them where it's, you know, you aim it on the edge or just
Okay,
outside the
16th hole
hole or
is
something,
here,
but it's like
and, so we're
the greens on this
nice
course,
little par 3 on this one.
there are no flat spots.
Ooh,
Almost, you know,
was a beauty.
none that are within 8
Here we
feet
go,
of the hole.
birdie putt coming up. Good work out
That
there.
you can
That's
easily
birdie
just
number
hit into,
6
you know.
today.
Everything
And
breaks
the
so
person on
much,
top is,
and
leading
that's what
by
makes
a
it so
stroke
difficult.
At the moment. And the 17th is next. This one's a par 4.
Because normally it's like you can have a bad not a great shot and rely on like, okay, well at least the spot of the green that I hit into, you know, it's a more of a flat area, and
4 feet left.
or when you do hit your good shots, you can rely, okay, it's within 8 feet. It should be a pretty easy, you know, putt kind of straight, at least most of the time, but you do that on this course and you have a 6-foot break still. God damn. Doesn't matter though, we can't go for it. Where that pin is though, I don't want to hit a spinner. Can't go over there with the trees. And of course light rough.
It's not gonna work, is it?
No, it's not. And the spinner with the pitching wedge won't work anyway. Honestly, is this gonna have to be an insanely... Yeah. Like, this is all we can do, I think. I mean, it was pulled and put. I mean, but that was just a really tough spot. Get in! Damn it, I needed to go birdie birdie. I hate this. This is such a tough par 5 for me. That's a 7 under. Yeah, it's whatever. Yeah, not great. 30 under, tied 72nd for PlayStation. And that might... I don't even know if that's really that accurate. Who knows, maybe next week we'll just go straight Sculptor and see how that plays out. And 121st, which honestly isn't bad, but I'm 32 shots away, and there's only PlayStation people on here, so I don't think that's too accurate. But hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Probably do a little career, but yeah.